Let's go down to Jerome's. So the Minnesota Vikings allegedly fell on Sunday to the low-energy Detroit Lions. I'm still going to keep talking ish. Don't care. Lions fans are so sensitive. It's really funny, man. But, Jared Goff and Dan Campbell out there like conquering heroes. Okay, congratulations, right? Hey, if the Lions are as good as the media portrays them to be, a team that dog-walked the Seahawks and the Cowboys in back-to-back weeks, like the Vikings shouldn't feel bad about this, right? Because you had a near-run thing, you dug yourself too big of a hole in the first half, and frankly, you beat yourself, right? The Lions got handled in that second half. The Vikings rose up, but that second quarter, things just got away. And overall, the Vikings, it counts as an L in the loss column. It is what it is. But if you're telling me that it's week 7 and you just had your first loss, and it wasn't a spot where you got your doors blown off, it wasn't a spot where they beat the brakes off of you. It was a spot where you easily could have won this game, but you didn't do it. All right, so no muss, no fuss. Don't have to hang your head about that. It is what it is, and we're on to Los Angeles. That's basically what it is. All right, I got a question or comment. Toss a couple bucks in the super chat. Things going to be fine. Right? Do you know how many teams in the National Football League would kill to be in the Viking spot right now? Right? And the first half, it is what it is. The first half, they were dusted, and that's one of the takeaways. Like, they were completely unprepared in that first half. The offense, despite that short field touchdown, like, they weren't getting things done. Defensively, they were getting marched on, and it was a mess. It really was a mess. The Orish American, $5, was trolling the Lions fan friend. Goof is off and sucks to lose by 2 points. Bah, 16-1 onto the Rams. That's right. Where people are treating, it's so funny. Like, people are so fickle. Like, people thought that the Vikings would be 4-13. The Vikings to be 0-5 to start the season, but now the Vikings are 5-1, and they just lost a very close game at home against the team that people are saying is the best in the league. Sure. Dorian Foley, $5. We do have a kicker, right? Cheese and crackers on the Ritz. This ain't it. Skull Vikings. They should let Reichard kick the 72-yarder. Hell, why not? Joseph McShane, $10. Name a draft pick Kwesi has made that is decent. Don't give me Addison because he's been a bum all year and major character issue for the team. Kwesi is the worst drafting GM in league history. So, Jalen Speedy Naylor. Ivan Pace Jr. wasn't drafted, so I guess that doesn't count in your clearly biased argument. Jordan Addison has been, when he's not lining up off sides, he's phenomenal. Like, hey, if you want to be mad, be mad. Actually, take your $10 back. How do I refund this? Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores, they did not have this team ready to go in the first half, and that was a determining factor, right? But they got cleanup penalties, and how many penalties did they freaking have today? Especially the pre-snap offensive procedural penalties. Those ones just kick you in the dick. It's just terrible, man. Vikings at only 8 penalties. It seemed like it was 20. Yeah, but also the defense did redeem themselves overall in the second half. They did get a couple stops. Ivan Pace with a scoop and score. What's interesting is that Ivan Pace objectively was terrible in the first half. Coverage-wise, he was a mess. Run fits weren't there. Blitzes weren't getting home. And then he has that scoop and score, and it's just like, all right, maybe the Vikings can pull this one out. But at the end, it does come down to the offense needed to drive late. They didn't get it after the Lions punted. And also, the Grenard strip sack, of course, the way the ball bounces, it just bounced right back into Goff's stomach. It's just, But the Vikings needed a drive to eat up some clock, and you go 3 and out in that spot, and Darnold throws it incomplete on third down, so it doesn't even run the clock. That's tough. It's tough, man. And defensively, you needed one more. You needed one more stop, but the Lions just marched down the field, and John Lee, $5. Second quarter killed us, IMO, and on the pick, Jones is wide open on the other side. Disappointing loss, but not the end of the world. Absolutely. Hey, people can be mad. That's fine. That's because the expectations have changed with this team. But remember, like the Lions allegedly beat the piss out of the Cowboys last week, and you lose a very close game by 2 points in a game that you should have won at the end. So it wasn't even like they beat you. You beat yourself. Derek Baker, $20 Canadian. Kwesi now has all the data he needs. 1, interior offensive line, not just adding Reisner. 2, interior defensive line. Everything else pales in these needs. Yes, Vikings should and could be all in at the trade deadline still. Let's see here. Ambitious Ammonite, $5. Even though we didn't win this game, a look at the score at the half. We came back and took the lead. That shows grit. Absolutely. We said during the halftime show that we're going to find out what kind of team this Viking squad was. They got punched in the face. You're going to roll over and die. You're going to toss a couple of haymakers yourself. And the Vikings, they fought back. And that's what's important, because it's a great lesson for life, too. It doesn't matter how you got here. You're worrying about what happened previously. It's pointless. You can't go back and change it, so why worry about it? What can you do right now, this play, this drive, this quarter, do something? Right? And the Vikings did. And they just didn't do enough at the end. But Andrew Larson, $5. This hurts, but I know it's early, so give myself half hour to be mad about the game. Then on to Thursday. Yeah. I actually think that the quick turnaround benefits the Vikings. So that's good. Let's see. Yeah, quick turnaround benefits the Vikings because they can't just wallow around and stuff. Like, if this loss happened before a bye, that'd be bad. That'd be no bueno. Matt Macy has $2. Ty Chandler cannot pass the buck to save his life. What's frustrating is that he didn't need to hold Branch on that one play because he had it blocked up fine. But that's what's frustrating, man. Yeah. Also, Chase X is $2. Hope Hawkinson is ready to go. Yeah, Hawkinson better be ready to go. Reisner better be ready to go. Yeah. Defense did redeem himself in the second half, did fight through adversity. Justin Jefferson is freaking him. I mean, that touchdown just singled up on the outside with Amik Robertson, the pride of Louisiana Tech. No problem, no factor. Gabriel Carpenter, $5. Why is it almost every single pass the Lions had someone open? Why couldn't Flores make an adjustment? Well, Flores is just bringing the house every single time, and if you don't get home, guys are going to be running for you down the field. So it's frustrating. Also, yeah, that one long Amon-Ra catch on the last drive, it's frustrating because younger Harrison Smith probably picks that off and ends the game. But Harrison is just, I mean, he's not Harrison anymore, but he's still good, right? Alberto Garado, $2. Kevin McCall lost his game in the last drive. Yeah, the 3 and out and incomplete on third down. Just you'd almost be better just running it with Jones again. 3 straight Jones runs, that's fine, because they would keep the clock moving or force the Lions to take a timeout, which they probably wouldn't have done at that point. So, yeah. Orish American, $5. Is this what it's like to lose? I don't like it. The day can be savage if the Packers lose. The Packers just won. That's frustrating, too. Page right now, $2. Darnold still needs to get better in his second reads. Well, here's the thing, too. Like, we'll go back and take a look at the tape. And it's hard to tell from the TV telecast, but, I mean, Darnold's fine going through his progressions, but it seemed like there was 7-8 plays where Darnold had a perfectly clean pocket. The offensive line, frankly, played pretty well today. And Darnold stepped up because either took off or had a short sack because no one was open. All right, and that's on the receivers. That's on O'Connell because we know that Sam Darnold can go through his progressions. Like, this isn't a one-read Charlie thing. So, yeah. Ben Dermclyde, $2. Ref, again, to evolve. Ingram needs to go. Yeah. All right, so we'll talk about the officiating, where you got to play better than the ref's ref, and you don't want to make it an excuse, but you do have to point out just the Phillips fumble, the Ivan Pace Jr. roughing the passer when he got pushed into Jared Goff, just like how Ali McNeil got pushed into Sam Darnold, so that wasn't roughing the passer. It's very inconsistent, the application of the rules. Also, Jahmyr Gibbs blocks Metellus in the back on the Raymond touchdown, but other than that, but the Vikings should and could be all in on the deadline. They need to make moves, right? Whether it's to your offensive line, into your defensive line, they still have a very special chance. This is still a damn good team because, remember, like I said, hey, this Lions team is the one that boat raced the Seahawks a couple weeks ago and one that completely put the bang thing on the Cowboys. So I'm told that this is one of the best teams in the league. And also, Florio's power rankings, they have them number 1. So the Vikings lose by 2 points to the Lions. in a game where the Vikings completely shot themselves in the dick several times early on. And also they had a chance on both sides of the ball to win late, and they didn't do it. All right. But remember, this is the Lions team that beat the Cowboys 47-9. This is the Lions team that beat the Seahawks 42-29. So are you supposed to hang your head about this loss? Or just say it is what it is. This is still a damn good football team. They didn't have their fastball today. They'll get back after things. Because in a lot of ways, this could be a good turn all negatives into a positive, right? Because this could be the loss where, the Vikings had near-run things against the Jets and the Packers the last couple weeks, but now they finally have a spot where their mistakes cost them. And now, they got to tighten things up. All right? And it's on O'Connell, it's on Flores, it's on the players, it's on everyone. If you're going to be special, be special. If not, what are you going to be? Right? XVIS Ben, $5. I love Kevin O'Connell, but his play calling his crucial moments has been rough since he started, and it doesn't seem to get any better. Yeah, his the third down play call, there must have been a miscommunication because Addison and Jefferson were in the same spot. All right, and yeah, it reminded me of the end of the Bears game last year on Monday night, where the Vikings get a first down, the game's over, right? And they couldn't do it. Dorian Foley, $5. Minnesota Vikings are 5-1 playing with house money. We're sitting pretty damn good, and the team has hot and fight on both sides of the field, which, no moral victories, no silver lining and stuff, but the Vikings, gave up pulling calls on the line. But the Vikings did show a ton of heart fighting back. They could have rolled over and died. They could have gotten beat 47-10, but they didn't. Dumpster cheese, $10. Purple for win. Refs gave up calling, holding on lines. They really did. And I can't wait to watch the All-22 because I'm sure it'll be Jefferson got mugged every single play. And basically the Lions were daring the refs to call something. Matt Maxey is $5. The Vikings need a classic shutdown corner before the trade deadline ends. It just sucks that Gilmore fell down because I think the Vikings had that one schemed up pretty good. K-Dubs, $2. Murphy, it was burnt toast for 2 seasons straight. Yeah, Murph has not been having a good time. What's Kenny Moore up to? Can we get him out here? Yeah. But like I said, it's still a damn good football team. And today sucks, but they're going to learn from this. And like I said, the Vikings went toe-to-toe against allegedly the best team in the league. So things will be fine. Tranquillo. Short week up against the Rams. It'll be good to go. But that's it. We'll be back later with winners and losers. Thanks for everyone who tuned in. Halftime show, post-game show. Keep Skull alive.